Hey there, TikTakers! Do you like unsolved mysteries? If so, today, we bring you one of the most unsettling mysteries in decades. A mystery that for more than 70 years has produced innumerable speculations, but never a single logical explanation. It happened in the Ural Mountains in Russia, at the natural border between Europe and Asia, where the cold land of Siberia starts. On January 23rd of 1959, a group of 10 students from the Ural State Technical University, formed by 8 men and 2 women between 20 and 24 years old, gathered at Yekaterinburg to embark on a skiing trip through the Ural Mountains. Their goal was to reach the summit of the Gora Otorten, a mountain of 1,200 meters high. The group arrived by train at Ivdel, the nearest city, and a truck drove them to Vizhai, the last inhabited settlement on the north. They started their trip on January 27th, but the next day, one of the members had to go back due to back pain. The other 9 students, all of them with previous experience traversing mountains, went forward with their trip, and none of them came back alive. Thanks to their travel log and a camera, it was possible to reconstruct the route they took. On February 1st, they traversed the valley and started to climb through the pass, but were surprised by a snowstorm where they could hardly see. They got disoriented and lost their route, reaching the mountainside of another peak known as Jolat Siajl, which in English means Death Mountain. This place got its name due to a legend that says that 9 local hunters got lost in there and were found dead very shortly after. When the group realized they were off route, they decided to stop and set up camp to spend the night. 3 weeks later, nothing was known about the whereabouts of the excursionists, so a rescue expedition was organized. This expedition was able to find the tent that the students had set up 3 weeks prior. It was very damaged, with cuts made from the inside. A trail of steps went down to the nearest forest, where the first 2 bodies were found. They were barefoot, in their underwear, by the side of a pine tree, and with scratches on their arms and faces, just like if they had tried to climb the tree. On the way back to the tent, the rescue group found 3 more bodies, also with superficial wounds and lying face down, just like if they died trying to get back to the camp. They had a bit more clothes, but were also barefoot. Finding the other 4 members took more than 2 months. They were finally found under 4 meters of snow, under a stream by the side of a cliff in the forest. 2 of them didn't have their eyes, only their empty eye sockets, and one of the women was missing her tongue. The remaining 2 were hugging, one behind the other. These 4 were better clothed than the others, and some still had footwear. The autopsies performed on the first 5 victims revealed that they only had minor wounds, and the cause of death was hypothermia. The other 4 did have serious wounds, including strong concussions on their ribs and skulls, which caused their death. Mysteriously, the autopsies also revealed traces of radioactivity on their clothes. The relatives of the victims also declared that the bodies were showing a strange chestnut color on their skins. After the funeral, the case was closed prematurely, and the official conclusion was that the deaths occurred due to an unknown and insurmountable force. The Dyatlov Pass, which now received its name as an homage to the leader of the expedition, Igor Dyatlov, was kept closed for more than 3 years by the police force of the former Soviet Union. After the fall of the communist regime, and after the reports about this case came to light, the case got so popular that it became viral, and researchers from all over the world developed their own theories as to what could have happened. One of the theories says that the students likely died due to an avalanche. This is supported by a sudden decrease in temperature, which was registered then, from 11 degrees Celsius to negative 25 degrees Celsius. The lack of clothes could be explained by a disorder known as paradoxical undressing, where victims of hypothermia start experiencing a false sensation of extreme heat. Other theories say that wind currents in that location can produce infrasounds, sounds that the human ear cannot hear per se, but which can still be detected and produce panic attacks. That would explain why they ran away downhill from the camp. Afterwards, once they came back to their senses and tried to go back, the weather and the darkness of the night made them get lost, causing some of the students to fall on rocks. Conspiracy theorists go even further and involve the Soviet regime. They say that the group was probably attacked by soldiers who confused them with prisoners who escaped from nearby jails. Others say that secret military experiments were performed nearby, among them the launch of experimental nuclear missiles. This would explain the traces of radioactivity, as well as the last photo found in the camera, that shows strange lights in the sky. Other theorists go even further than that and cite paranormal phenomena, posing that maybe the excursionists were the victims of a mythological creature, such as a Yeti, a huge ape-like creature witnessed by only a handful of people in very remote zones of the planet. Others say the group could have come into contact with a UFO and extraterrestrial life forms. This is based on the same lights found in the camera, as well as other flying spheres that the rescue team says they saw in the sky when looking for the students. Whether they were attacked by a local tribe, or were poisoned by the smoke from the tent's heater, or were the victims of an electrical storm, the theories keep on piling up, but no definitive explanation for this mystery has been found yet. Let us know, TikTakers, now that you know the circumstances of this case, what do you think actually happened to the 9 excursionists at the Dyatlov Pass? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you on the next episode.